Hi guys, and welcome back to another session reaction. In today's video, we're gonna be going straight into this video whereby we found single mothers with multiple baby daddies. Single mothers with multiple baby daddies. You'll find that it's actually maybe for example a very young girl, maybe the age of 22, 24, 25, 26. A young girl having like 6, 7 kids, but each and every kid has got his or her own daddy. So this is why we call them single baby mothers with multiple baby daddies. And you find that in most circumstances, most of these women, at the end of the day, they're always complaining. She's always complaining the baby daddy is not providing, the baby daddy is not doing this and this. Yet she is the problem. In the first place, if she knew she wasn't responsible or she wasn't ready to take care of a human being or a child, she could have actually given off about giving birth or even having a child. So let's go straight to this video and find out what's gonna be.
Get the fuck up! Get up! Get up right now, go look for your school clothes. So Miss Mam is 26 with 6 kids and she thinks it's a great idea to start her kids' day with her swearing at them. The living conditions that her kids have to endure is actually very crazy. From the dirty walls, dirty stove, filthy floor, plates being left in the room overnight, the house is in complete disarray. Thinking about it makes me itch. Not to mention she has another kid on the way. The girl can't even afford to put up curtains, much less look after another child. The audacity. Her excuse for ending up in this predicament is that she grew up with no love and she's out searching for love. That's why she keeps popping out these babies. However, I think she's incredibly selfish. Instead of seeking therapy to sort out her child trauma issues, she's then popping kids out and leading that trauma back to them rather than resolving it. What she needs to do is seek therapy and focus on creating a space that is conducive to her children's well-being. When will this end? When is she going to say enough is enough? And shame on you lot for enabling her and saying that she's doing the best that she can. Her children are literally suffering right in front of our eyes, all in the name of clout. God's sakes.
Okay, we listen, but we don't judge. Yes, I had my first child at 13. I got pregnant at 13. Then I had another one at 15. Then popped another one at 16. Then 17. Then 18. 19, and so on. Yes, I have 7 kids. I'm not ashamed of it, from 7 different men, and I'm currently pregnant right now with my 8th child. And that's by my food stamp plug that helps me get $3,000 a month in food and groceries. So yes, I mean, I was young, but I don't care. I don't care. I love 7 kids, and I'm gonna continue to have more and more and more. Might end up with 15 next year. Who knows? But like I said, yeah, it's me. It is me, your food stamp queen, EBT queen, 3K a month. If you want some stamps, let us put you in a game. Simple as that. 7 kids, 7 baby daddies.
You just heard it from this lady. She's saying that this kind of behavior is so unwanting. You find that these single mothers, this single mother with multiple baby daddies, first of all, you find that most of them, they normally speak out saying that they're so comfortable, they're enjoying life, everything and everything. But at the end of the day, when they're going back to sleep, at the end of the day, they're having bitter tears because, first of all, she is unable to take care of this child. Unfortunately, if this mother or this single mother doesn't have any source of income, she's only solely relying on these baby daddies. If she knows that each and every child has got his or her own daddy, she's gonna go to the first baby daddy, maybe ask for income, ask for some cash there, go to the second baby daddy, and if things go haywire, the kids are the ones who are left suffering in this world. So the best thing is just, if this baby mama doesn't want more circumstances or more issues to do with the baby daddies, she better first of all stop having more kids with other men, because these are the consequences of sleeping around with multiple men. At the end of the day, she doesn't even know who's the father of the kid or who is the father of the child.
If you have multiple baby daddies and none of them want to deal with your children, you might need to look in the mirror. You might just be the issue. So you telling me that you got 3 kids and 3 baby daddies and none of them want to deal with any of your children? I can understand if you made one mistake, okay? Everybody know when you younger or whatever like that, your judgment is impaired and
Stuff happens. And even if you had 3 kids with that one man, because again, your judgment was impaired, you only got one baby daddy. But if you made 3 mistakes, like every child that you had, the man don't want to deal with your child, you might just be the issue. I know this is controversial and I know the girls is not going to like this. I know the girls is not going to like this, but it's the truth. Sometimes we just need to look in the mirror because sometimes, ladies, we are the issue. Like, you can't tell me all of these men are the problem. You can't tell me that you striked out 3 times. Like, 3 strikes you out. Like, you striked out 3 times. I know. We think that we not the issue. I get it. We think, well, they don't do this and they don't do that and they're the issue, they're the problem. Come on now. Everybody not the issue and you not the problem either. Like, sometimes you gotta look in the mirror, you be the problem. We be thinking that women just be looking back like, oh my God, I made such a mistake. Y'all think these men will be looking like, why did I have a baby by her? Like, y'all think men will be thinking that? Because they surely do. They be regretting having babies with some of these women out here every day. Like, every day. I don't know if y'all seen the one guy who came on.
Exactly. That's the way this lady is telling us, yeah. This age bracket of between 20s, 25, 26, 27, 22, they're actually saying it's just like a normal thing. If it's actually a woman who is a bright woman, even no matter how much you love that man, no matter how much you love those guys you're dating, don't ever get a child for him. Run for your degrees, go grab your degrees, grab your masters. That man is going to respect you. But the moment you just go ahead and get a kid for that man, first of all, this man is going to dump you. He's not even ready to take care of that child. He's going to dump you, and that is the end of the road for you. Not unless you are a bright woman. You run for your papers, run for your degrees, run for your master's and your doctorate and everything. At the end of the day, your child is not going to suffer in this world at all.
TikTok, and he was explaining how he just wants to walk away and wants to give up, but he can't because he loves his son so much. But the mother is just making it so difficult for him because he don't want to be with her no more because the relationship didn't work out. So now she's just making it so difficult for him. He's like, I pay my child support. I'm always on time. I always show up to the gate. I do it all. I do everything. Why is she still making it difficult for me? And some women are just difficult. Some women are just difficult, and that's why these men are choosing to walk away in some cases. But if a man walk away in every case, like you got 3 baby daddies, and the man walk away every time, looking at mirror, sis.
Why am I so tired of seeing women that got multiple kids have to explain whether their kids got the same dad or not? They don't have this expectation for any other group of women other than black women. Why are we held to such high regards? I went to a predominantly white school. And I know for a fact that all of the Brooklyns, the Caitlins, the Mollys, the Alicias, the Camilles, they all got multiple baby daddies too. Why ain't y'all going up into them and asking them, how many baby daddies you got? Why is it always just us? I mean, not that we care or nothing, because the way I nurture and build my family ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. I can tell you I got 15 kids and they can have 15 different baby daddies and I'ma still feel proud of myself. I don't know what's the problem with y'all asking all these questions. The more questions you ask about my family, the less time you spend with yours. It's something to think about. I'm just saying. One thing a black bitch gonna do is have her kids and build her family. Even if she had to build that nigga too. Fuck you mean?
I met a colleague of mine. She has 3 kids with 3 different dads. And she's happy. She enjoys life to the fullest. And let me tell you something. She recently got married. The truth is, most of you are in this situation and you think life is useless. You think life is over for you. But let me tell you, people's opinion of you don't matter. What matters is your opinion about yourself. Don't give up. It's not done. You can still make things happen. You are the main decision maker of any event that happens in your life. Think it again. Think about this again. You're the one deciding, not others. It is not done. have fun, enjoy life. I can guarantee you good things are on their way.
24 years old, single mother with 2 kids. Yet,
this is one of the topics that we as African women, we don't want to discuss. We do not want to discuss, and anybody in the society that discusses these topics is actually a bad person and spoiling the society, and he should be kicked out. As for me, I'm 29 years old, and if there's anything that I have done for myself that I'm actually proud of, besides collecting my degrees, is the fact that I never got pregnant for any of my boyfriends that I dated in the past, however nice some of them were. Because I knew chances were that if I go pregnant, like in my undergraduate, chances are that I will be a single parent. But the way I love myself, I will not put myself in that situation, and I will not let anybody put me in that situation. This is the one thing my mother has always told me, that be very careful who you get kids with. Be very, very careful who you get kids with. But now, this crop of 22, 23, 21-year-olds with kids are here saying the way motherhood is fulfilling, the way it's the best feeling in the world, the way you can never compare this feeling to anything in the... Have you been to Maldives? Have you been to Bali? Yeah? Have you been to Italy? Have you been to Cape Town? Have you been to Victoria Falls? For me, those are feelings that I can't even express. For now that I'm not married. As long as I am a single woman, no ring, meaning not married, I'm not going to get kids for nobody. And I've always told this to my mother, if, God forbid, for whatever reason, I don't get a husband, I'm not going to get kids. Because I'm not going to bring a child into a society that is rotten. I'm angry at a man that made me pregnant, yet I knew what I was doing. And now I want to call him deadbeat, whatever, yet he was a bad boyfriend. And now I want my kids to pay for the sins of their father and my mistakes of having poor judgment when it comes to men. I'm not going to do that to my kids. And I'm going to say this and now. If you have bad judgment or poor taste in men, please do not make your kids suffer for it. And motherhood has been glammed, but we both know it's a lie. And most people who put all this pressure and saying the way this is the best feeling ever, they're actually people who are struggling the most. Because as for me, I'm here for the good times. Until somebody puts a ring on it, that's when you can think of
giving birth to multiple kids and they all share different last names is the sad reality in the Black community. Many Black women are having children by different men, unfortunately, and they're sharing different last names. And I think about just when your kids get older, kids start to process this type of stuff, right? When they're younger, it's no big deal. But as they get older, it's like, why don't we have the same last name? You know, because we're officially half siblings, right? But I was looking at Joy Chavez. She's Bow Wow baby mom and future baby mom, and now the football player's baby mom. And it's just another last name of a different man. Like this is the reality, that you're having another baby with another man, and now your children all have different last names, and none of them share yours. The unfortunate reality is many mothers in the Black community will never share the same last name as their children. That just shows how we continue to create broken homes. We are not requiring marriage. We're just giving our bodies up to men and having children. And our kids have to now be split up, going to different homes, different families, instead of just being one. And that's a lot for children to handle, a lot for children to process. But this is the reality, the unfortunate reality. And the sad part about it is women who end up in these situations, having kids by multiple men, had you had people in your life that told you the truth, who held you accountable, would that be the case? I don't know. I feel like a lot of women are in these situations because people cheer them on. They tell them that they're good. Don't worry about it. Girl, you got this. You know, no one's saying, what's going on, sis? Like, I love you, but I can't keep supporting this type of behavior because you know better. But again, we lack accountability, and we don't want people in our lives who are going to be honest with us, which again prevents us from elevating.
Motherhood is a calling. It's not just for each and every person. At the end of the day, these ladies, they normally come around just because maybe it's society. Society wants that, especially in African societies, whereby when it reaches a certain age, they want this girl to get married. No, it's not right. Don't be pushed by the society. Follow your heart, follow your feelings, let them talk. But at the end of the day, you know what you're doing. Because if things go helter-skelter, for example, if you get a child with this man is not ready to take care of that child, and at the end of the day, he's gonna dump you. The child is the one who's gonna be ending up suffering. Yet you come around claiming that he's a deadbeat baby daddy. He's a dead baby daddy. Yet you knew what you were doing. In the first place, this woman or this lady, she knew what she was doing. She knew the consequences. At the end of the day, she'll come back blaming the society for her failures. Yet she knew what she was doing. So if a woman is not ready to sire a child or get a child or bring a child into this world, don't go for it. Travel around the world. Go for your holidays. Go for your classes. Elevate your education. Each and every, just do everything that impresses you before you get married or before you decide to have a child or bring a child into this world. So these single baby mamas who are actually always calling men deadbeat baby daddies, I think these women knew what they were doing in the first place before they start calling these men dead baby daddies. So guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section.